Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. So Detroit will get the first possession. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet move. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Pass to West. His three-pointers off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's ball. After Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored. On the wing, Duncan. No good on the three. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
And ball gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Detroit with the ball. Booker looking around. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Hill. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Las Vegas. 6-point game. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's ball. Shot clock at 6. Rest outside. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. And it's Detroit's ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. West picks him up. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Stolen by Artest. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, Gasol. Pass to Barnes. Jones, no one around him. Knocks down the three ball.
He likes to shoot from back there. He's steady Eddie for a reason.
The fader. Shot's good by Booker.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And the dunk by Booker.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
The kick out to Barnes. Off target with his three. Detroit leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Left side, Booker. Fires it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker, getting it away just in time.
Outside Davis. Here's Vassell. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Pass to Davis. Oh, he picked him clean. And here comes the break. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good on the three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Now Wembanyama. LaVine, good.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Artest. From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's LaVine for three. And again, Seattle with a triple.
LaVine.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
And Booker with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
That was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. A minute 15 left in the first. LaVine. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
LaVine's gotten better and better at drawing contact and getting to the line. He had to work at it as a young player, but that work has paid off.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from LaVine.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
These are his first free throws of the game. No good on that one. And the second free throw is good. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. LaVine surveys the D. The rebound by Detroit.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 2. Booker for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Detroit making a change here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Levine. From the top of the key, sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
One thing you don't have to worry about with Levine is his scoring. You pretty much know he's going to give you points each and every night.
The three is up. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Garnett. With 4 on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for Seattle. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More.
14.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Seattle so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Here's Hansbrough. Outside for Levine. And that doesn't go either for Levine.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
Now here's Davis. No points so far. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Artest. Out to the wing. Ball for 3. Seattle pulls it in. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Okay, let's find out the news on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Allie, what's the update?
I had a moment to catch up with Detroit's head athletic trainer. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Ball for 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. Wall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Vassell. On the wing, Levine. 9 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Now off the inbound. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Outside Davis. There's a 3-second violation. A minute 37 left to the second period. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Levine with it. Davis, a screen. Looking to get back on track. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Here's Hansbrough. Blocked! And they're able to recover. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Garnett. Fires for 3. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Levine.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still no points. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Lawson. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Covington. Here's Lawson to the inside. Here's Mitchell. And Embiid with the block. Here's Stackhouse. And again, no good by Detroit. And so it's Seattle